Hello y'all out there on YouTube. This is Rob from Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today I wanted to do a little review and impressions of a knife I've had for a while, but I don't think I've done a more in-depth discussion on. This is the Civivi Baby Banter. This is in black G10 and the steel is Nitro-V. And it's got these little blue, anodized blue thumb studs here, and it's got a couple of standoffs here in the back, deep carry, pocket clip with recessed screws, and I'm sure you could see that. Very nice. This is called a Banter. It's by Ben Peterson, or the Baby Banter, I should say, because there's a larger version made by We called the Banter, and that's a nice one as well. But this is the Baby Banter, and I really enjoy this one. So let's talk a little bit about the Baby Banter. Well, this is one of the smallest knives that he has an offering of, and this particular one is, I think, a great fifth pocket knife, or if you need to carry something especially small when you don't want to carry any other knife, something very discreet, something you need just to be able to cut something like an envelope or string or what have you. This is a great little knife to have. Let me just show you. It flicks open very easily, and if you notice, it has this forward choil right here, and it's even got some jimping on the choil as well, so it's made so that you can grip it just like that and get a full grip. And I've got medium large hands. They're large from the width-wise, but medium from the lengthwise. And so if you can see that, I can grip all the way up here, full 4 fingers on here. So if you have extra large hands, I think you might fit out the little edge here, but this fits really, really well. And this right here, if you notice, it's got his little "What's up, guys" little acronym right there, and this is Nitro-V. I'm not sure if you can see that right there, the Nitro-V. And very nice, thin little blade, flat grind all the way down to very, very thin edge, very, very sharp. Nitro-V sharpens up really well, and also it's very easy on a leather strop to strop it up really nice. You can also see right here, it's got the liner lock, and it's very easy to access that liner lock. You can see that right there, and it locks up really well on the blade right there, probably a good 60% right there, and you just push that in and it drops really nicely. This is on bearings, caged bearings and a washer, so that's really nice. It's very compact, as you can see, super, super small knife. You can almost hide it in your hand, and it flicks really nicely. And you wouldn't think for a knife this size, like I can easily reverse flick it. Of course, now I'm on camera, I am struggling. There you go. Easy to reverse flick as well on the left side as well. Very easy to flick over here and manipulate there as well. Very easy little knife. And I do like the way that you can just really grip up on this. The jimping up here helps you keep your hand really, it's pretty aggressive jimping, by the way, so you don't really slide around. If you do it, it might rip you up a little bit, but you know, the idea is it's a smaller knife, so you're gonna do a very precision cut with this, you know. And the blade shape is a drop point, so it's very nice, very flat grind, which is really nice. Everything about the knife is just really, really comfortable. Even these edges here are contoured. They're chamfered a little bit, if you will. They don't dig in. They're not sharp. The clip itself is not digging in when I hold this like this, so it's really nice as well to work like this. A great little blade. I use this a lot like a fifth pocket knife. So it's really nice for that. I also use it as, like I said, a very indiscreet kind of a smaller knife that I just want to have around when I don't want to have something around. Let's go ahead and do a little quick measurement on this. This knife is 3 and looks like an 1/8 inches long in a handle. Extended. Let's look at the blade. The full blade length on this one is going to be, looks like 2 3/8 inches. Yeah, 2 3/8 inches. And then the actual cutting length on the blade is going to be, looks like right at 2 inches, just about, maybe under 2 inches, but it's right at 2 inches. So if you're in a place where you need to be under 3 inches, this is definitely a consideration for sure. Total length of the whole knife is going to be 5 and I want to say 5, almost 5.5 inches, just under 5.5 inches, just over 5.25 inches, maybe a 5 3/8 inches, but for the whole grip area, when you use this forward choil, it does make this knife 3.5 inches. So you can get a really good grip on this knife, really can. So it gives you like 3.5 inches of grip area. So that makes this knife very, very usable. So I really enjoy that about the knife. Nitro-V is a good budget steel. It's makes the cost, brings the cost down. It doesn't add a lot of cost to it. I believe it's not a powder steel. I think it's an ingot steel, but it's a very good budget steel. So that makes it very nice. This is very centered. No blade rocks, and they're really solid. I really enjoyed that. The G10 scales are on there very nicely and solidly. And let's see if we can look in here, and we could probably take a little look. Yeah, you can see that's got steel liners on the bottom down here. That looks like some cutouts. And the top of it is, I don't think there's steel liners on the top, just the bottom, right? So you can see that. There's the liner lock, and it does have a little jimping on the liner lock itself right here. You can see that. So, I mean, do with that what you will, because some people like it, some people don't. Doesn't bother me. As long as it's not overly aggressive, I'm fine with it. So that's really nice. Makes this knife very easy. Can easily slow roll it open, make it, like a little, slip joint, so no one's freaked out by it if you're in a situation. But it does flick open really nicely, and get very easy for one-handed deployment and use. I do like that a lot. Very thin blade stock. Let's measure that blade stock. Let's see how it's probably a lot like his Lander knife that NASKnife came out with. Yeah, so that's 0.0925 inches. So it's under 1/10 of an inch. So that's a very thin blade, obviously. So that's nice. Let's see what the measurements on this, the weight on this one is. Get a quick weight on this little knife and show you how light it is. Under 2 ounces, 1.99 ounces. That is a light knife. And being a 2-inch blade, ratios are perfect. I guess it's right on, right? So 2 inches, 2-inch blade, and 2 ounces. There you go. For those of you who are into ratios, I like it. It's solid. It works. It's sharp. It cuts. It's easy to handle. It's very functional. It's a great knife. I love the deep carry clip. Works really well. Easy to go over the pants. Doesn't have any issues there. I like the backstops right here. Really nice. Keeps it nice and solid. So aesthetically, it's a pretty little knife as far as knives go. And it's pretty easy to get into. So I believe these are all going to be T6s right here. Oh, I stand corrected. I think these are T8s. Yeah, these are T8s. Wow. So let's show you that. There we go. T8s. You can see that. T8s. Yeah, T8s. T8s right there. And let's see, is this also T8? Yeah, it's a T8 for the pivot as well. So you can see that. All right, T8s all the way around. That's nice. That's a surprise. I actually thought it was T6. I don't know why. I had this knife for a while, and I always assumed it was T6s. Well, that's an extra little bonus. Oops, sorry guys, I hit the camera there. So let me try to fix that. Might have to edit this. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that's always a nice little benefit as far as the knife. Again, this is a Civivi knife, made in China, but it's definitely a great little knife, very usable. I've had this for a while. I really do enjoy carrying this around. It's very, very functional, very easy to manipulate, very nice to use. I think it's a great gift knife if you wanted to. It's a great fifth pocket knife. G10's got some texturing on there, got some good grip on there. I really like that. Everything about this knife is just very functional. It's just a really amazingly small knife and easy to use and ergonomically well thought out designed knife. He did a great job on this knife. Of course, he's selling a ton of them, so obviously, but go check it out. The Civivi Baby Banter is definitely a good knife. Comes in a bunch of different other colors if you're interested, and just something to definitely worth looking into, because I think you would really enjoy that. If black is not your thing, but definitely some other colors out there to check and to try if you'd like to do that as well. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to mention it in the comments. I'd love to answer any questions, something I didn't discuss or talk about. I would love to be able to do. And thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button and then subscribing, I sure would appreciate it. It helps me to know that this content is of value to some of you. And also, if you would consider going over to Instagram and checking me out over there at robs_nerdy_knives, I would appreciate that as well. Thank you again for checking out this video today, and y'all have a great week. Bye.